here. So first things first, I want to hear what your energy plan is, right? So we've heard time and time again you've got a great energy plan, and the people keep asking about it. So please tell us what is it? What have you got?
Well, thanks, Brandon. You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We're looking at Tennessee as one of our energy is one of our greatest resources, but we've got a few things happening all at the same time. We're losing 10 acres of farmland every minute in Tennessee. We've got a little bit of a food insecurity problem you may have heard about across the state, and we've got a tariff issue at the federal level that has just handicapped our farmers, and so generational farms are closing down. When we think about the future is data. It's data is the new oil. And so we are not going to see data centers stopping. And we've got to figure out how to embrace the future without making Tennessee a state that we don't want to live in. So the plan is to take these data centers. Are you ready? We're going to put them underground. And I
That's what
have
I heard.
talked to people at the Department of Energy, and I have asked, is this possible? It is possible because it's happening in Norway and Sweden and China. They are actually burying their data centers. It keeps them cooler, and then you can trap the thermal energy that these centers emit and grow food on top of the ground. So this is a land stacking model where we have agricultural products being grown above ground in greenhouses year long through the thermal energy that the data centers give off. And I want the first people to be able to utilize this to be the farmers that have vulnerable businesses that are looking to close.
Okay, so that's a lot. Now, when I hear about data centers, and I know that I've gotten questions from a lot of viewers about it, so I wanted to understand not just the data center, but the energy portion of it. My understanding is that you are an energy connoisseur of types.
No, I don't know who told you that.
Okay,
That isn't true.
so the when it comes to the energy, right? So, and I've read your policies on it, and I am not that smart when it comes to the energy grid or anything like that. We know that these data centers take a lot of energy. So, how do we modernize? I saw that you use the words modernize the energy grid. So, for those of us that are not versed in that topic, what does that mean?
Well, it means that 97% of the amount of energy that we can send to homes across the United States is full. So the grid is how much energy we can generate and then power homes. Now, the good news is Tennessee is already at the top, nationwide of how quickly we get our energy back going, how quickly we are able to turn the lights back on if something happens. We are so lucky to have the TVA here. And to me, this is just from a business perspective, we should have been investing so much more money in this and being able to export the energy that we can create in Tennessee through the infrastructure that we have, through the Oak Ridge labs, through the TVA, send that energy to other states who can't iterate as fast as we can. But you're right, the data centers are taking up so much power, and we're watching these become major issues because the cost of energy is going up. No, I don't want to say no, I want to be fair. Very rarely are governments actually holding data centers accountable to actually paying for their own energy. So if you're going to come and fill our grid with the cost of your energy, you should be bringing your own energy to the table. So I don't know how deep you want to go into this, but we've got to expand our TCAT options. We're going to need so many more electricians in the future in order to keep data centers up and running. And so when I talk with our union laborers in the electrical field, they say that they loved working at data centers because it was a really great, comfortable inside job. So it's not that they're all bad, but if we aren't governing them and holding them accountable, then it ends up in a situation where taxpayers are covering the cost of the infrastructure burden that they're bringing.